Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare.
Hello Virgo rising, welcome to my channel. My name is Tessa. You're watching your Astro Tarot update for June 2021. Welcome to my channel. What we're going to do over here is I pull up your natal chart based on your rising sign, and we do it according to the current astrology, so today's date. Okay, so definitely make sure that you're a Virgo rising. If you want to watch just kind of like regular tarot oracle readings based on your sun, moon, or rising sign, I post those mid-monthly. So definitely check those out. I did one for mid-May, and I'm going to do one for mid-June, of course. It's probably going to be the solar eclipse in Gemini for the next one. That's going to be the theme. We'll see, though. We'll see. So for the monthly ones, just make sure you're rising. I mean, you could watch this video even if you're not a rising, but I just want to let you know that when we pull the Astro Soul Oracle deck, so the Astro Soul Oracle deck is all astrology, planets, zodiac signs, moon phases, aspects, houses. What I do is I match it up with the natal chart, and we take a closer look at the energies that are going on in your life and what specific area of your life that is. Okay, so it really does depend on what zodiac sign you have and what house, etc., etc. So that is how I do these monthly readings. All the decks are pre-shuffled. I'm using 3 decks. Astro Soul Oracle, amazing deck. It really pinpoints and allows us to zoom in on a specific energy and on a specific area of your life. And then the Creativity Oracle is just going to bring us some messages. Very cool deck. Hard to shuffle though. And then the Mystic Mondays tarot deck as well. Okay, so we're going to throw some tarot cards in there also. I do personal tarot readings. If you're interested, email me. My contact info is down below. If you live in Chicago, I've definitely got some in-person services. I can do in-person readings, parties, things like that. Email me. And then I also do birth chart analysis as well. So let me know if that's something you're interested as well. And that's pretty much it. I definitely love and accept donations. If you want to see, content, you want to see me keep doing this channel. I mean, I'm probably going to do this channel regardless, but it definitely helps. It definitely helps. I would eventually like to do more videos. I did get a part-time job because I got to pay bills, but it's a steady growing business, and I would love to see it continue growing. So yeah, show your support. I am going to celebrate my 1-year anniversary coming up June 2021, and I'm on a mission to get 100 subscribers. Not 100 subscribers. I'm on a mission to get to 100 subscribers. So I've got 96 right now. So I'm looking for 4 more subscribers in the next few days. I started this channel last year, June 2020, and now I'm about to upload the last remaining 4 zodiac signs for my June 2021. Okay, so I was thinking to myself, like, that would be really cool if I got 100 subscribers by June, just as a kind of way to celebrate my 1-year anniversary. So if I do hit 100, I'm gonna do a special video, just something out of the ordinary that I haven't really done yet on my channel. I currently have my monthly, my mid-monthly, and my Get to Know Me Through Astrology series, so that is still a regular thing. But I'm thinking about doing a video for fun, like maybe giving you a tour of my apartment. I'm a pretty crafty individual. I have a very fun style, so I can show you my plant collection, what kind of books I have, just kind of show you around my apartment a little bit, my room, things like that. I think that would be kind of fun. I don't know if you're interested in things like that, but I'll do something like that. I'll do like a special video. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Other like social media platforms that I'm on, Instagram, all that information is down below though. So read that up for sure. June, happy Gemini season, but June is kind of crazy. We have a bunch of retrogrades. Mercury's going into retrograde tomorrow. Jupiter's going into, we currently have Pluto in retrograde. We currently have Saturn in retrograde. Mercury is going into retrograde tomorrow. Jupiter is going into retrograde in Pisces June 20th. Neptune is going into retrograde June 27th, June 25th. We have solar eclipse. We have eclipse season right now. We just had a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. We're going to have a solar eclipse in Gemini. oh my God, this month is just full of it, okay? It's crazy. But we're going to see what specific cards we pull up for you, and we're going to go based off of that, okay? And this is the reason why I love this deck so much, because it really allows us to pinpoint and focus in on specific energies instead of talking about every single astrological event that's going to happen in the next month, okay? All right, so let's see what energies want to come out for you, Virgo. All right, what energies does Virgo need to be aware of for June 2021? Let us take a look. See, this is a well-made deck. Very, very smooth, matted, all of that. Love this deck. It's the little things, you know? It's the little things. It probably doesn't look as good on camera. It's like kind of hard to see the like gold foil lettering. Whereas like the Creativity Oracle looks super cool. Like every single card has a different art image on it and design, and it has a different message, but it's a bitch to shuffle. It's a bitch to shuffle. But you know, we make it work. We make it work. See, that's what I'm talking about. You know, like it's just big and chunky and slippery and slick, and I'm just waiting for it to make me bleed. All right, let's see if I caught some hair. I picked up some hair. My hair is... I'm actually planning on growing my hair out like really, really long. And my hair is hard to manage as it is, even at this length. Like my hair is everywhere. And it's curly, and you know, I'm always shedding. I only wash it like twice a week. I feel like even that's too much because it's such a pain in the ass to wash, and such a pain in the ass to let dry. But I'm like, fuck it, I'm growing my hair out long, even if that means I'm only gonna wash it once a week. I don't care. Leave it in a braid, right? All right, Virgo. No. Like right when I'm about to close out my shuffle, they're like, no, we're not ready yet. Shuffle us a few more times. All right. Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. This deck is a little easier than the Oracle deck, but it's still slippery. Like, they're just really slippery. They're very, like, you can even see, it's like, it's a shiny, you know, like, they're very shiny, slippery cards. Probably easy to clean, although I don't really know who spends time sitting there cleaning every single one of their tarot cards. I think that tarot cards get more of those, you know, they become more, they soak up more wisdom when you know, abuse them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Nope. You go back in the pile. Okay. All right, Virgo, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Let's see if that's going to happen before I start pulling your cards. I'm just like getting... No? Yes? No? Maybe so? Okay, well, I apologize if I sneeze in the middle of your reading. I'm starting to get the twitch. We have opposition. Opposition. I'm definitely gonna see what oppositions we have. I think Pluto and Mars. I think Pluto and Mars are in opposition to each other. Mars is at 21 degrees in the 11th house of Cancer. Pluto's at 26 degrees, so it's not an exact opposition. Okay, so opposition, 180 degrees. It's when two planets are exactly opposite each other on the natal chart. And what it does, it kind of creates this kind of like tug and war kind of thing between the two energies, where you kind of have to step back and start to look objectively at what is causing some kind of friction in your life. Okay, opposition. Complement, duality. Yes, the energies can complement each other, but in order for it to be understood for what it is, you need to have like an objective perspective on it. So it says complement, duality, dependence, differentiation, objectivity, oscillation, interaction. Okay, so I also think of the opposition as the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse, because the moon is on one side of the earth and the sun is on the other side, and they are exact to each other, which creates the eclipse. And we just had that lunar eclipse. So there is some kind of opposition. There could be like, there could be someone in your life that, is like a partnership kind of energy, like an opposites attract kind of thing. Something maybe is like drawing you to each other. I also kind of feel like this is someone you are already in connection with, and there's constantly this kind of tug and war, pull back and forth sort of experience going on between the two of you. Like sometimes you're matched up and you're on the same page and you complement each other, and then other times you're really, really noticing your differences. It really stands out what makes you guys different. Okay. Let's take a look here. Okay, so Mars and Pluto are in a minor opposition to each other, and you have Mars in your 11th house, which is in Cancer, and you have Pluto in Capricorn in your 5th house. Okay, so with Pluto in Capricorn in your 5th house, 5th house represents creativity, playfulness, romance. I'm kind of getting this feeling. Okay, see, I knew that my allergies. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna give my nose a little love. Okay. So there's some kind of dynamic energy that you have going on with someone right now. There's some kind of like playful, maybe like flirtiness. Nothing serious, nothing it could be someone you know at work, or just like an acquaintance. Okay, someone that's in your network. Okay, and there's some kind of attraction here. Okay, but you're with a Virgo rising also, like there's some kind of playful energy kind of going on here. There's definitely an attraction, but you're also very much aware of your differences. Let's see if there's any other oppositions. No. Okay, let's see with Gemini. Not really. I mean, you don't really count the North Node and South. Okay, so we don't really have any oppositions right now. The closest opposition is between Pluto and Cancer. Or between Pluto and Mars. So Pluto is the planet of transformation. It's the planet of sex, death, rebirth, transformation, power, the deeper aspects of our nature. And Mars is the planet of action, passion, aggression, drive. So when these two planets become opposite each other, it kind of creates this dynamic where our actions become transformative. Okay, it's like two energies that kind of complement each other. It's like when Mars takes action towards something, it's kind of like Pluto will finish it, or it's going to either help Mars or it's going to not help. So you can feel like, let's say you are wanting to take action towards someone or something, you can kind of feel a little bit of a resistance, okay? Or it'll be the opposite, or you'll feel an extra surge of power and energy to want to go do it, and then it'll like transform itself. So I hope that kind of makes sense. So let's see what other, okay, and then we have this square. Wow, you're getting all these aspects. So the square is a 90-degree aspect in astrology, and it's when, so we take a look at the, we take a look at the modalities. Okay, now what the heck does that mean? Okay, so when there is a square in astrology, in the natal chart, two planets, it means that two planets are 90 degrees away from each other, and it can create a little bit of friction. Now, when we're talking about modalities, modalities is like cardinal energy, fixed energy, and mutable energy. So there are 4 zodiac signs that are cardinal signs. There are 4 zodiac signs that are fixed, and there are 4 signs that are mutable. So whenever there's a square in the birth chart, when a square shows up, it's between two signs that are the same modality. So the energy exists within the cardinal realm, the fixed realm, or the mutable realm. So it has an underlying flow, but there's something that is not like, there's some kind of friction. So over here it says resistance, struggle, obstacles, experience, effort, learning, conflict, obsession, problems. Okay. So like, let's say you have a planet in your 2nd house at like 3 degrees and a planet in the 11th house at 3 degrees. The 2nd house is ruled by Taurus, which is a fixed sign. The 11th house is ruled by Aquarius, which is a fixed sign. But just because they're both fixed signs, the energy, one is an earth sign, one is an air sign. So it's like we have to start to figure out how we can create a little bit more of an open flow between the two of them. There could be some resistance there, like, okay, well, you just stay in your lane and I'll stay in my lane, okay? So with that being said, we do have some square energy going on here. Let's start down here. I just want to take a look to see where we have squared energies. Or 7. Okay, so currently Moon and no, not that. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze again. No. Okay, so Saturn and Uranus. Okay, so we have a little square between Saturn and Uranus. So you could have a little bit of resistance between your everyday routines and maybe like wanting to go on vacation or something like that, okay? Like, that is the best, that's like a really good way to kind of explain how a square will create some issues or some tension. Like, so Saturn is currently in Aquarius and it's in your 6th house, okay? So Saturn in Aquarius is like a very, it's a very determined and it's a very like constricting energy, and you can feel this in your kind of day-to-day life right now a little bit more, in reference to like maybe your day-to-day life is just with Saturn and Aquarius, it's like you're trying to get through it and you're working really hard, but it could feel a little like, you know, unpredictable at times with that Aquarius energy. And with Uranus, with it squaring Uranus and Taurus in the 9th house, it's kind of like trying to it's like trying to match up. It's like almost like trying to create some kind of stability within instability and not being able to do it. Trying to create stability within instability, and it seems like you just can't get it right, or like something is always going wrong, or like the way that you want things to go is not always going exactly how you want it to go. Like something like that, okay? Okay. Okay, and then we also have a square between Neptune and there's a conjunction between Mercury and Venus in Gemini in your 10th house. So, you know, you could be feeling an extra kind of, you know, like really enjoying your job, like being at work right now, your career, a little extra, like, I don't know, like you're just, there's a renewed sense of kind of like loving your job. And with it squaring Neptune and Pisces in the 7th house, perhaps it's like making a potential relationship suffer a little bit, or it's kind of like, you know what I mean? So there could be some conflict between like your love for your job and perhaps a romantic interest that could be somewhere in your life right now. I know that was a really long description, but I feel like when it comes to aspects like this, they're not as like known, you know. I feel like most people know what the zodiac signs are, they know what the planets are, but when we get into aspects, we get a little bit more in depth and in detail, with which I know you guys like detail, but we get a little bit more into the nitty gritty of astrology when we pull an aspect card, so that's why I end up spending a little bit more time on that. And then we have Aquarius energy coming out over here as the final Astro Soul card. Okay, and yeah, and you have Aquarius energy in your 6th house of daily routines. The 6th house, Virgo is the ruler of the 6th house, which is your everyday routines. So this is really the biggest aspect of your life right now. That's the most important. And this can really focusing on the details of your day-to-day and how you approach your day-to-day life and being open to changing things, because Aquarius energy is like, even though it's a fixed sign, it's about stability and security, they are open to more innovative ways of doing things, okay? They are open to maybe like changing up the routine in a way that's just going to free you up a little bit more, make you a little bit more like, you know, not so critical, not so like focused on things that maybe you shouldn't be focusing on, and that just kind of like opens you up to be a little bit more creative and more innovative with how you handle your day-to-day routines. And this could actually help with any obstacles and challenges that you face between the more difficult struggles that are going on between different aspects of your life, especially your work life and your maybe intimate relationships or relationship. Okay, so let's get into the creativity oracle. I'll show you the image, and then I'm just going to read what the messages say. It says, timing. If you are in the creative flow, you feel everything flowing together in divine order. Okay, so timing is just kind of about like being in the moment. Okay, this is really a message of being in the moment and learning how to just kind of like go with the flow and just kind of allow things to unfold naturally. And before you know it, things are just kind of going to go your way, and you're not even going to realize it, because you're just living in the moment and you're just allowing your creative energy to flow freely, and then things just kind of start to happen more naturally in your surroundings. Confidence. Know and feel this affirmation beyond a doubt. I am all that I need to get what I want. I am all that I need to get what I want. Confidence. Yes. This totally goes hand in hand with that creative flow energy and about living in the moment. And if you're confident and you are just in that energy, all like in the moment and all the time, you don't even really have to like worry too much about, you know, whether or not you're doing things the right way or this or this. You're already being inspired to, you're naturally being inspired to do things differently, because creative energy is never going to be the same anyway. When you are in the flow of your creative energy and of just like, you're just in the moment with who you are, that in and of itself allows for a more allows for a more just like balanced energy in your environment and your day-to-day activities and how you handle things on a day-to-day, because you're just kind of feeling more relaxed and more free in reference to how you approach your routines. I don't know if that's making sense, you know, and having that confidence. I am all that I need to get what I want. It's already in you. Like, you already are that. Okay. Resurrection. Reconsider a project or recall a person from the past to resurrect an idea. Interesting. Okay, that's really interesting. So now I'm wondering if we're going to pull a Scorpio card. So interesting. Aquarius. Reconsider a project or recall. Okay, so you can start to really open up to some new ideas. And it can open a door to rediscovering a past connection. And with you just kind of like letting go with that creative flow, it's going to like automatically open the door to maybe allow that to come in and become part of your life. For tarot, we have Two of Pentacles, Jupiter in Capricorn. I don't know why my allergies just suddenly, like, I don't know. They just like, oh. The weather in Chicago has been ridiculous. It's like hot one day, cold the next, and then raining, and then freezing. And Two of Pentacles, Jupiter in Capricorn. When Jupiter is in Capricorn, this is about balance. This is about balancing multiple projects, or balancing your finances, or balancing work with like maybe your routines, like your daily routines. When Jupiter is in Capricorn, it is kind of an indication of like having ideas that are like too big for what you can actually accommodate to right now. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It doesn't mean that they can't be expanded upon, but like in reality and realistically, they need to undergo some more like more a deeper process of understanding how to get it to the level you want to get it to. I hope that made sense. Two of Pentacles, it's like juggling two big ideas without actually getting into the details quite yet of how you're going to truly manifest those ideas into reality. Or it could just be kind of like juggling work with like a creative project at home, or another way of making money. We have the Nine of Wands. This is Moon in Sagittarius. You have Sagittarius in your 4th house of home life. Pushing through that final straw, crossing that finish line. You know, just kind of like stepping over to the other side, pushing through some final like blockage. You know, maybe you have like a certain block, like a creative blockage, and it's just about looking at it again, looking at things from another perspective, and being able to walk out of that forest with your like stick of fire in your hand and be like, all right, I crossed the finish line. Something, I feel like this is in reference to, I don't know, some some kind of something that you're pushing through. I don't know if it could be like a workout routine or like some kind of deadline, okay? A deadline, and just needing to get that final, you know, paper out, or that memo, or that document, or you know, if it's a home project. You do have Sagittarius in your 4th house, which represents the home, so it could have something to do with home life. You know, if you have kids, let's say, and they have some deadlines. The Empress, Venus energy. I love that your final card is the Empress. That's freaking awesome. And, you know, you do have Venus in your 10th house, which is the house of career. I think that you're just a boss right now. Like, you're just in your zone. Like, when it comes to your career and your work, you probably even have your, like, lover, your guy, like, whoever. If you are in a relationship, even if you're not in a relationship, like, you're just in Empress mode right now. You're making your money. You're doing your job. You're doing what you need to do. You're a boss. You're, you know, and when I say boss, I don't necessarily mean like a literal boss. Like, you're just boss. Like, you're just, you've got things under control. You're creative. You're passionate. You have, like, genuine love for what you do. You're compassionate. You're smart. You're, you know, like, you just kind of have everything. You just have everything with this Empress card over here. You know, you're just in your element right now. Like, you're feeling the beauty of your own divine, you know, gifts, and your own, your ability to transcend and to overcome obstacles, and to just kind of like do what you got to do, to use creative energy to overcome, to use your feminine, this is divine feminine energy, to use that divine feminine energy to push through, like, literally anything. So that is super powerful. That is awesome. So I'm definitely feeling some really, really strong, really great energies there, especially around, like, you know, you're probably really liked at work. People probably just, like, they depend on you. They love your work ethic. They love, your energy. They love your energy, okay? You're very creative. You're very smart. You're analytical. You're just, like, you provide that, the right kind of environment and atmosphere and energy into work, and it inspires others. You even have, like, a mothering kind of quality to you a little bit. So Virgo, this is your message for June 2021. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you liked the message. I hope you subscribe to my channel. So much hopes. Like my video, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.